G'day there, Ian South Oz here. It's been a few weeks since I've did my last vlog, as I've been on a cruise. Yeah, just before all this silliness started, I went on a cruise. I've been back 2 weeks now. I guess almost like self-isolation, isn't it? But let me tell you what happened. We went with Royal Caribbean. We were supposed to go to the South Pacific. There was about five ports, 6 ports. Anyway, we head off on the cruise from Sydney. Gets to New Caledonia, which is French orientated base. So that's our first port. Messed around there a bit, supposed to leave about 5:30 in the afternoon, and it's like 6:30, sort of 6:45 PM, and we haven't moved. Captain comes up. Ladies and gentlemen, I have some important information to tell you. It's the captain here. And everyone just looks at each other thinking, oh no, it's Charlie Oscar Victor India Delta 19, commonly known as COVID-19. Anyway, he says 3 of our staff members have signs of the flu. They have been isolated in their cabins. They have been tested and it's type A. However, apparently it's standard protocol that you must forward any illnesses on the ship into the next port of call. That's been around for years. So they report it through, and then all the ports in EMEA, you know, Port Vila, Mare, Mystery Island, all those, close their ports. It says, nope, we don't want you here, in light of the COVID-19 that's been floating around. They just didn't want to take the risk. So he says, we're waiting for Miami, which is the headquarters for Royal Caribbean, to come up with a decision where we're going to take you. And I thought, well, that's nice. You know, like, we'd all packed. We all, you know, packed for the tropics and snorkeling gear and all that sort of stuff. And now we don't know where we're going to go. Anyway, they come up with a plan. We're taking you to 2 ports in New Zealand, but the downside is it's going to take 2 more days, or two and a bit days to sail there. But we will crank the boilers and get you there as quick as we can. And everyone goes, oh no. So everyone's trying to buy jumpers on the ship, because I think the temperature in New Zealand was only going to be 21 or something, and you know, we're used to sort of 30 plus degrees that time of the year 2 weeks ago. So anyway, I hadn't been in New Zealand, so that wasn't too bad. We went to Tauranga, which was a pretty place. Did a hour tour around the area there. That wasn't too bad. And then we went to Bay of Islands, which was by tender, so we had to use the ship's tender to go to the mainland. And then we left there, so we'd only been to, that's 3 ports, and then they said, oh, we're going to go to Eden, which is just north of the Australian border. Oh, just north of the Victorian border. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a pretty little place, but we hadn't signed up to go and visit ports in Australia, if you know what I mean. So there's a few complaints floating around, and they said, oh, well, look, we'll give you 1 day's fare back. Well, you know, that was nice of them, considering the whole itinerary had gone in, you know, pear-shaped. But we should consider ourselves lucky, because when we got off the ship on the 7th of March, one of the staff members said, we don't even know where we're going from here, because New Zealand have just shut their port because they've had their first case of coronavirus. and we're locked out in Noumea and New Caledonia, etc., etc. And I found out later, I'm pretty sure that they were sailing for 7 or 8 days aimlessly around the ocean trying to find somewhere to go. So they would have been pretty pissed off. So I suppose we were lucky in a way. Anyway, had a good time, had the drinks package. So I went with me sisters, brothers and brother-in-laws, and yeah, we had a good time. So that's where I've been for the last few weeks. And of course, and then we get back and it's all this, everyone's buying stuff like madmen, and sort of just sat back for a while and thought, well, this is interesting, what's going on here? Pretty lucky here in Adelaide in reference to the COVID-19. I think we've had 47, that's probably gone up now. About a day ago it was about 47 cases in this state. I don't think there's any deaths in this state. But having said that, it's escalating quite quickly, so one can only imagine what's going to happen. So yeah, not good from that point of view. But anyway, riding the bike's okay, because you're not in spitting distance of anybody, so you're virtually not going to catch it. This winter I was going to, I still may, I'm not sure yet, start my trek either around Australia or more most likely now with the COVID-19 half of Australia, do half a lap, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm just waiting for a few weeks to see what sort of spike we get in relation to the virus. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm on the Road King today, the 2019 Road King. Haven't ridden it for a month, and wow, it feels good. It's a beautiful day this Saturday. What would it be? It'd probably be the 21st of March, and my temperature gauge, how I'm riding at the moment, is 30. In the shade it's only going to be about 24. But it's a beautiful day for a ride. Oh yes, I'll make a separate vlog on this, but I've got garden beds, and I've got pretty crooked knees from my time in the Defence Force. And they're low garden beds. I'm ripping them all up and I'm putting in 1 metre high corrugated iron garden beds, but I'm going to practice hugel culture within the garden beds, and I'll explain that on a separate video about my hugel culture garden beds and what the benefits are of doing this particular type of garden bed. Of course, one of the main ones is I don't have to bend over because they're 1 metre high. So stand by for that. That'll be interesting, especially if you like growing your own veggies. And I've been doing that for quite a few years now. In times like this it comes in handy, I can tell you. So stand by for that. See those red roses through there? If you're ever wondering why they have them at the end of their grape vineyards, because if the vineyards are going to get any sort of disease, the roses get it first. So they can, so it's like companion planting. the roses show a sign of disease, they can take some appropriate actions with the grapevines if need be. Anyway, better slow down, Piggy Police. Yep, he's got his eye on me. Oh yeah, he looked at his radar. Okay, I'm just about to say yes, so this is in South Oz. I'll sign off now and stay tuned for my video all about hugel culture. Please subscribe and like, help the video grow. I'd dearly love to get 1,000 subscribers. Fair way off yet. I'm only looking sort of 650 or something like that. I'll catch you soon. Bye for now.